Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is EdTech Chatting to number 48. And we have a smallish group today, but we also have a bonus item person, which we're excited about. But I'm Diane Smokorowski from Kansas, and with me are my two bestest friends from El Paso. Karen?
Hi, Karen Belvier. Kimberly Wright, El Paso, Texas.
These women are amazing. I have to tell you, we've been friends, gosh, long time.
Since it might be at least 8 years, because I know Kaylee was a baby when I first.
I think you and I have been friends for almost 11, Diane. I think it might be 11.
Hey, you know, nerds grow together. It's a good thing. And I absolutely love to see what you girls are working on all the time. So this week we're going to get you kind of up to date on some of the things that we're working on for global projects, and then just visit just a little bit about a couple of things that we're working on. Karen showed something today with Telegami. You're going to think it's pretty amazing. I'm just going to say it. So first of all, Kimberly, how are you?
I'm doing great, Diane. Thank you. I'm now over at Cooley Elementary in El Paso, Texas. I'm the TLI teacher leader. Basically, I work with literacy and technology on my campus here. So.
And what grades?
I'm doing K through 5.
Work with all of them.
But typically K through 5.
And this is your one center building, campus?
Yeah, I get one campus. We have a little bit under 600 students.
You're busy.
I'm very busy. I'll send you some kids over in Kansas. We'll have a cross-cultural exchange.
That would be nice.
I love that, actually. We should do some Skype calls between the two.
We absolutely need to. I think it would be fabulous. We need to. We will.
So what is I know you're working on the testing thing right now, but is there anything happening in one of the grades that you think, yeah, I'm really excited about what these people are doing?
Well, you know, honestly, I come from a campus where I guess technology is lacking a little bit. So they have a lot of technology in their hands. So it's just a process of getting them to video conference and whatnot. I know a lot of our teachers are excited about writing and video conferencing. Karen, there's kindergartners coming in. I'm sorry, there's kindergartners coming in our classroom right now because I have to test them.
Look, but I'm flexible. Give me a second, because as these cuties come in,
I'm going to help them.
I'm going to sneak out in the hallway and we'll keep chatting.
That sounds good. So one thing that comes to mind is Boom Writer. We had a call with them this morning, and it could be a really great way to bring in some of that writing that Kimberly's looking for. Have you used it yourself, Karen?
Actually, I've looked into Boom Writer, and I hear that they may be partnering with TCA. I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, I mean, that's just, but I've heard of what they do as far as like connecting with an author and having the kids publish a story like with an ending, right?
Right. There's that, or a teacher can put in a story challenge where it could be a nonfiction or fiction piece. It doesn't matter. The students get the writing prompt, then they each continue the story just a little bit, and then once that's submitted inside the program, the students get to vote who wrote the next chapter or whatever the paragraph that you're looking at the best. They each vote on it in an anonymous fashion, and eventually it begins to build the story, but they're all part of the editing process. So
nice. Nice class story.
And completely free. That's the best part of it. Unless you want to buy the printed books, and of course there's going to be a fee along with that. But if you don't want the print version and just want to have the experience, that might be a great tool for Kimberly to jump in with her class. So just an idea. All right, Miss Karen, show them what you saw today when you went into the campus with Telegami.
Okay, so today I visited one of my campuses, and what's neat is that as I was walking through the hallway, I saw this really neat display. Yeah. I love technology. And when I popped in to talk to one of the teachers, she's like, hey, Karen, I went to your session this summer. This was your idea. And I'm thinking, well, this is better than my idea. So his face is buzzed out here. But if you were to use your QR scanner and go to it, actually she had the students use Telegami, a free app. And the students are each describing a little bit about themselves and what they love. But of course, you saw the theme, they all love technology. And so I was just really excited because they took what we had shared about creating a transforming your word wall and used some of those same ideas to allow the students to share a little bit about themselves at the beginning of the school year. And I'm just blown away. I'm excited.
But it's you know, when you try to drop little seeds of possibilities, and then when their eyes light up and their wheels start turning, that's what makes education fun, is to make any idea your own.
And that's when I was like, oh, my teacher heart is happy. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I told the students when I went in, and I said, I love your work, and I'm so excited. I told them I was scanning away, watching them all. So it was great.
It just makes a teacher heart happy. Like you said, I love it. It's one of the things that we're working on here. We have two things. We have a big second grade travel buddy project that I kind of alluded to last week, but it looks like we're going to have maybe 8 different second grade teachers involved in it, where they have these stuffed animals who will go visit other schools to do research. And they're really investigating weather, communities, and games that children play around the world. Things will be a regional sort of a game. So we have one building wants to possibly look at sending 2 buddies, one to the north, almost to the Arctic, and one into South America or South Africa through the month of January and December, to see the different extremes you would have with heat with somebody in the summer versus extreme winter. In second grade, that's a lot of curiosity that goes along with that. And then we've had some who want to just go investigate a certain country. So they really want to go to Switzerland, or they'd like to go to Italy or one of those places. And some are very interested on urban, suburban, rural, how that all looks different. One sending it to a military base, another one sending it to an island. So it'll be interesting to see where they all take out and do their research. But what I find is really going to be cool with this is if they all share the same hashtag, then we can track their stuff no matter where they're going. And all of those families, because if you're talking eight classrooms times 20 kids, 20, 30 children, that grows exponentially really, quickly. So I'm really excited about it, I have to tell you.
So there's fun. Is that each class has a different idea of something that they want to learn about. And so they get to take charge of that, of their learning there. That's awesome.
Well, and if we can give kids curiosities a chance to do the research, well, gosh, then they're passionate about the content area. They're going to want to make sure it's successful. And just linking all those families up together, I'm really excited about that possibility. Because in a travel buddy project, buddies have to have home visits as well. So he'll go with student A at home at night, and there's a journal that he will add information to. He puts the journal back in the backpack with the buddy, takes it to school, then the next child takes it home and adds to the journal as it continues. So we're going to do an entire round of home visits here in our own communities to have the travel buddy ready with the project started. The other class finishes it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, are the kids writing about what they did with their travel buddy that night?
Yes.
So like what they ate or, where they went. That's awesome. That is awesome.
They can have photos that you can send up to social media with the hashtag, or we're providing an email address if you don't feel comfortable about sending your child's photo on the web, perfectly fine. You can email the photo to us, and at least we can share that with the homeschool. So yeah, those are some of the things that we're working on. That, and in our 8th grade, we have a request from one of the 8th grade social studies teachers to have a Skype around American Revolution Day. So 1 hour would Skype with someone different than second, and so forth. Secondary, you have to kind of be flexible with how you do all of those things. Well, we have been doing investigation on who would be willing to Skype. So we've got a husband and wife who act as Martha and George Washington and do public things at schools. They're going to do a Skype call with us. Somebody who works at a national park. They're all different, except we are going to work with the Boston Tea Party Ship and Museum. That one was $89 a call, but we did have one gentleman who portrays one of the founding fathers, and I have no doubt he's phenomenal, but he wants to charge $750 for 30 minutes. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm sure you're worth that, sir, but in education, we just can't do that. But thank you, and we'll be sure to still give you a high five.
Yeah, and that's where I come to appreciate people who will volunteer a little extra time for teachers, because if we all had $750, there are teachers that would. but we don't all have $750. And that's where I'm like, I'm so thankful for the people who will, you know, take that time and just volunteer it so that the kids can just really enjoy it. I do. I appreciate it.
Agreed. And, you know, all it takes is, again, we talked about passion a moment ago. If someone's passionate about a founding father's story or being a son of the American Revolution or whatever those, the sons of American Revolution, the daughters of American Revolution, if you take that passion and share it with young people, it's contagious. And if we can inspire them to want to go do that research as well, that was worth your 30 minutes of volunteer work. That's just how I look at it. But, and I understand people need to eat too.
I understand. I understand that's how some people make their living, and I totally understand that. But too, you know, when you volunteer that 30 minutes, when those kids go home and their parents, you know, maybe they didn't ask them what they did at school today. Usually those kids will volunteer that information. Guess what? Today I talked to, and, you know, they start sharing what they learned because it was just so different and just in a way that they had not, you know, been learning in their classroom. They get to talk to somebody who they think was, you know, I mean, my daughter still remembers the day they Skyped Pennsylvania and what they learned about it and what the time zone was. I mean, it was just a very different experience that she had, and, you know, she doesn't learn like that every single day. So,
well, gosh, what if we would have had those resources when we were in school?
I would be very globally aware.
Yeah. Well, you know, we spent so much time in libraries and doing this stuff. You know, it's easier.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks like feedback's going to be a problem. So we're going to shut it down. What do you have for lunch today?
Today, I actually haven't had lunch. I'm going to go drive through on my way to a meeting. So I don't know yet. Whatever's on the way.
Free birds.
You do?
Free birds. Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.